there were coal stoves, right? Where we used to go to the coal yard and make fire, right? All those things, NUM fought for them and were abolished. Then we move to a hostel conversion. You convert your hostel rooms to family units, right? In Goldfields by then, we started in Lebanon to have a hostel, to have a family units. Where abasebenzi can stay with their family in the room, bit by bit. We also campaigned for women in mining. I'm sad because now the women in mining is taking it over, right? As if it's their baby. It is not their baby. It is not their brainchild. And the DMRE is also doing that. Who came with this demand? It's NUM. Who campaigned for it to be implemented? It's NUM. We even came up with that target of 10%. It's NUM. We saw our sisters joining the mine. Opportunities were open. Right? Today, Sibanye, we even, as NUM, celebrating the National Women's Day. Dawas can tell you that. We used to coordinate. We used to have a women forum, women in mining forum. So that we can monitor this percentage, whether it's growing or not, more especially in the mines, not in the support services or integrated services, because there, in their nature, women are more than men. Okay, we pushed it for that. We started to also decided that let's have a Steward Council. We used to have a Steward Council leadership. Chairperson, deputy, secretary, deputy, and so on and so on. And that, we pushed it. Ultimately, Goldfields by then, we pushed them for a leadership development. Goldfields gave NUM 10 million rands because of the leadership as Steward Council. And we did not want to see ourselves as competing with other structures of the unions. But we are dealing with bread and butter issues at company level. Now, Comrade Buda said, let's channel this money to EJP Max. The money was channeled to EJP Max. Many comrades enrolled into that program. I can mention Comrade Director Matlala. Mention Jeff Magida. Jeff Magida was the first organizer of NUM. First organizer of NUM. Immediately after it was launched. Many comrades enrolled. We pushed it. We come to DGS, as we are sitting with him. It was part of that. Because we said we want Armor Stewards to form Steward Council. That's why we said 5 per branch or more, right? Because you are members in good standing. You have been elected at branch level. All these programs that we have identified, we must push together. We must share information. Let me touch this issue because we shared this. The 10-year plan of the NUM just arrived late. As Godfrey, we have already achieved in Lokuti. Sorry. 5 office bearers were full-time. Started at Kloof. Full-time 5 of them. Without those full-time substitute at the shafts, the housing and accommodation coordinator, the HIV and AIDS, it's our bed, all these things. Now, other branches did not have this. The Stewards Council leadership took upon themselves to make it uniform throughout conference. I remember Mlawuzi said, the late Mlawuzi said, well, Jackson, how did you achieve this? And the leadership council said, no, don't worry, we'll deal with this thing. As a result, in the mines, all 5 office bearers were full-time. In the integrated services, chairperson and secretary, Abo Jewel Hobe, Abo Ndozini will tell you. Abo Nokolo, Abo Sandy will tell you. Yes, and so on and so on, you see. We even said again, demanded, Ukuti, there must be a transport provided by Ikambani to these meetings. Avanzas were bought, more especially for integrated services. Avanzas. Not for you to go to the transport department. You make a request, no, you've got an Avanza, you must go. Then the mines, because of EHS shop, they've got Ikumbi and so on, so it was not an issue to them. Okay? Those are the achievements. Now, the issue of housing and accommodation, I was reminding some of the comrades to say, the issue of Black Bank as the AMCO today, Ibanga, is a brainchild of ENUF in Conference. OTGS can attest to that. We approached Ikambani because there was a Group Reservation Act. Black Bank is either Amakarat or Amakula. 100 houses were there. When we identified that land, we worked together with Union Fund. Then there were some phases of RTP houses. And we said, first preference will be 340 because they are closer, health services, protection services, and so on. But for those who are coming from other branches, can go if they have got means of transport. Okay. Then Black Bank, a developer was appointed, Black Bank was built. Today, AMCO is claiming it. It's us as everyone. You can go to Jewel. I still have minutes for those meetings, right? hostel upgrading. Today we're put is key away to Ungen. I was lost in Kloof Branch. That's a block E. Room 140. Every room, all those things, right? It's because of the enemy. Comrades, it is good in Yoguti. This history, you know it. Unfortunately, I did not write it down. I've got it here. You see, even the upgrading of our office bearers was negotiated and agreed upon. The issue, the coordinator, right? Let me go back. In Goldfields by then, Waku coordinator, Stewards as coordinator, the organizer, Comrade Buda, Manamela, I remember when Siembaka to a campaign to kill Goldfields apartheid. Sastage is sit in number 75 Fox Street, where National Services the government now. Here is the head offices the Goldfields by then. Otadabo Wayne Robinson were there. We staged is throughout the night. Because by then, they did not want ENM to organize. They did not want at all. Until we were recognized by Goldfields. Every time we were at the Chamber of Mines, Goldfields was making a less offer than the Anglo-American corporation. It's Gen Gold, it's Gen Co, and also the mines of Amalache, because we're all together there. We pushed until the Goldfields came to the party. When Amalache Ewodwa separated from gold, a Harmony Gold was the one offering less offer. Less offer. Eh? Always Harmony. Whenever there are wage negotiations, Harmony is offering less. Until you went acquired, yeah man. CEO yakho, hey, khawuzapha man, izapha. Ayikho le nto niyenzayo. But because of the struggle waged by Amaqabane, Harmony today is offering better than Sibanye. Vice versa. Now, Gen Gold was having a coordinator. Goldfields are not coordinator. Then Gen Gold and Goldfields merged over company to make Goldfields. It was by then Goldfields of South Africa, then Yaboya Goldfields Limited. There were some discussions here because it was the old Albert Mnanalela, the coordinator. I still have a draft here. To us, it was something new. Then Comrade pushed until 2006, unfortunately. He died. Then Comrade. It was me after that. But on a part-time basis, not on a full-time basis. Right? I was even stationed at Academy Blue. And through training and so on, I was made ETD practitioner. years and offered a grade. Hence, I don't have the allowance. It was because of that. It was an appointment. Right. Now, Sibanye came because it's the one again to say, Amku must get in. I must say also, it is not that a youth I was also young. When I joined Kloof, I was 23 years. Yes. I was also young. When I joined I was also young. Right? But we moved and we respected our dad. We respected our dad. There were so many unions trying to kill ENM. I can count. The Umadolo was the first regional chairperson in Western area region. Western area region. Okay. We break out. Why was a Kelly union? Wazama akalunga. Wabuya kweza imusa aligned to Inkatha. In 1985 we fought faction fights with Zulu speaking, and also Elepan. 1985 we fought physically, but luckily by then it was not common. It was only sweat and so on. And we fought. We defeated that union. It was led by Comrade Buda, or a believer, and nothing else. But we managed to bring them to the negotiating table and we killed it. 1995 or 96, it was a mouthpiece. But Yona, yes, was mostly at Rustenburg. There came 1998 when we started to experience a retrenchment. We negotiated a proof for a package. I can record it. 3 years for the 3 weeks for the first 10 years, 2 weeks, and 1 week for each year of service. But the members always will want to find something. Those who have got some ulterior motives. But you don't know, let to negotiate on Buda. You see, this thing of singling one person, quick collective, it's not something new. Not something new. But Buda signing the agreement again, and that's when Ulutule, a lawyer, came in. Convinced those, more especially this issue of 55 and above, we started there, okay? Because Bona can create space for the younger generation. Each person for those was charged 500 rand. The package Ulutu can negotiate better, right? I warned those elderly workers to say, don't do that because you will regret. But they did not want to listen. Instead, they wanted my blood. But I survived. Okay. Ulutuli then established UPUSA. UPUSA as a union. Zangedu. Okay. 2012 rules was smashed. Young members did not want to wait any longer They wanted this to be done now. And we said, Comrades, it doesn't work like that. And they said, no, now. Hence we've got Amku today. You see, that history is important, comrades. It's important. We managed to thrash other emerging unions, but this one, it seems it is here to stay. Comrades, because of Ixesha, I cannot go further. Let me appreciate your time. I've been with you, with other leaders. Again, we worked well. Challenges were always there, right? Were always there. It was not smooth running. You see, we always differ, but we always try to make or to find common ground. I really appreciate that. But the issue of singling out a person from the collective, Your Honor, is part of the struggle. Okay, we must not take it personal. It's part of the struggle, but we must criticize each other constructively. We must not try to destroy a comrade, whereas siyabona ukuthi une potential to lead. We must not. Give that comrade space to lead. Support that comrade. We always say that there's nobody who's clever than other. But it's only one position. That is the chairperson of the branch or chairperson of the region or the president. It's only one position. One person must be elected to that position. We must support that particular comrade until his term comes to an end. Comrades, there are some other projects that we did not make a follow-up on them. Kuko 1985 Chamber Agreement, Kuko a close part that talks about a care for the disabled mine workers. A paragon was because of that. And there was one at Anglo Gold. Something like that, yeah. And we even pushed the company into we visit all those workers who lose their limbs, you see, at their home. And we try and check as to what is their need, right? Mozambique, Swaziland, Botswana, Lesotho, and also South Africa. And that is Sibanye so a chance yokuthi by shelf. Those are the issues that we must revive. Because Sibanye he has got somebody who's engaging with Utepa, right? But Tina as union, we are not there. Kusekuna SLP now, pushed by NUM again, what do you do when as the company with surrounding communities and also your employees? We pushed them. So comrades, because of Ixesha man, I really appreciated Ubanani. Yes, but nonetheless, a communication will still be there, right? If you want to check something, it's not that Usuki the Buda, knows everything. No. Ukombe Buda does not know everything. But we can discuss an issue through a phone, Sibonisa. Please. Comrades, as you can see your agenda, okay, we must also reflect on the issues that we are experiencing at branch level. But nonetheless, I said I must take this opportunity to talk to you for the last time in a union meeting, right, like this one. So thank you.